Did Christopher Nolan really cast a black woman as Helen of Troy and a trans man as Achilles in the Odyssey? Come, let's find out.
Bringing it all.
Well, the answer is yes and no. So, to start off and debunking myths, Achilles is not played by a trans man. Elliot Page, who is a trans man, plays the role of Sinon and not Achilles. Achilles was in the Trojan War, which was showed in Troy, and it was played by Brad Pitt in the movie Troy. Odyssey is a story after the Trojan War. So after what had happened in Troy, what we saw in the movie Troy, this story shows us the next events, and it is not really related to Trojan War. Like none of the characters like Hector or Achilles is present here, or even they are referred here. Okay, and moreover, Elliot Page here plays a very small role. He is just shown in one scene where he dies, and there's another part of an afterlife, you could say. So there's not really much of a point fighting over why he was cast as Achilles. That is completely false. So let's move on to the second point. Now, although the Odyssey does not really focus into the Trojan War or mainstream characters of the Trojan War like Achilles or Hector, it does have some reference to the kings who were also there in the movie Troy, shown in the Trojan War. So they are Agamemnon, Menelaus, and his wife Helen. So here we come to Helen's part. But this is not only about Helen. The entire cast is full of people from different races. We see Helen as a black woman, and then we see her twin sister, who is the wife of Agamemnon. She is also black, and I won't give any further spoilers, but then we see a lot of Indian people and Asian people in the entire movie as well. So it does look a bit odd to see an Indian soldier in a Greek army with a Greek name. So all that does look odd. But let's just give the director some, free hand to do what he wants. People will also argue that there is no reference that they were of a certain color, because it is after all a myth. It is a mythical story, so the director can have his own free will. So well, overall the storyline was good, but these things did look a little odd, that after all it's a Greek story and people do make up their minds how Greeks will look. And I even heard some people sitting next to me say that I didn't know Greeks were so short. Okay, never mind. But let's just give the director his own free will to make a movie as he wants. Alright, he's an auteur after all. So overall the movie was good, and there were certain parts which were a little supernatural, somewhat into the fantasy genre, but it was great overall. If I have to compare it with Troy, however, man, Troy was simply better, I gotta say. Troy was something like, just catches your attention and keeps that. The cast was on point, Brad Pitt, and I don't think anybody could play the role of Achilles as good as him. But then we come to the point that Odyssey is not about the Trojan War, it is about a different thing itself. So overall it is nice, and do watch and do let me know in the comments how you like the movie, if you found any other loopholes, what is your feedback about it, and see you on the next one. Bye.